What's up, everybody? We are here in the Windham warehouse with our friend Nicah, and she is, what's your official title?
So it's Director of Operations.
Director of Operations. Basically, guys, I have met my kindred spirit here, someone that does what I do for another company. I'm super excited to talk to you today and to go over kind of what you do here. When a bolt of fabric gets to my store, they don't see what you did to get it there. So I want people to see that. So give everybody a little background on yourself, tell them where you're from and all of that, and then let's talk about what you do on the day today.
What I do on a daily,
Good question, right? And see, that was a trick question because I know what I do on the daily and it's impossible to explain.
It's a lot. I just make sure that all fabrics get to stores. I also oversee the customer service department here, making sure that orders get processed, orders get released, and shipped to stores in a timely fashion. We also deal with issues. I don't like saying issues, challenges.
Right? You sound like we over here. We don't have problems, we just have solutions around here, right?
We just make sure that all our customers are happy to get their fabrics in the stores. So that's what we do.
Okay, cool. Where are you from? How did you get into the fabric world? Everything.
I was born in the Caribbean, in the Virgin Islands to be specific. I started in the industry about close to 20 years ago. I started at Bendertex. I was there for 10 years.
They have good designers, I've heard.
Oh, yeah.
I've heard that.
Came to Windham in 2014, and I've been here ever since. So when I started at Windham, I started overseeing the customer service department, and then from there I grew.
Your job basically, from what I understand, is to make sure that if the ball gets dropped or something's not running well, to make it run well.
Make it happen.
Right?
A couple weeks ago, our warehouse staff, they were all sick.
Which is a bummer all around,
Yeah,
right?
it
Somebody
was.
gets sick, you feel bad for them, but then at the same time you're like, but wait, who's shipping?
I jumped on it and I made sure that we never stopped shipping. Customers got their orders on time and we're all happy. So just kept the company moving.
We were sitting here getting ready to film. Her phone went off. Someone's calling her saying, hey, she's called out, hey, can you go and check on that person? And just solving the problem.
Yeah,
so
absolutely. At the end of the day, my day starts and ends with making sure that the company, it looks good, our customers feel good, and we're all together.
yeah. So give me an example of a regular customer service problem. For us, it's like, oh, someone's package is lost. That's like we know we're gonna get a couple of those a week, right?
So, same.
Lost packages.
Lost packages.
Okay, okay.
So lost packages, damaged fabrics, damaged bolts.
Okay.
I would say inconsistent, like little splotches of inconsistencies in the fabric.
Sure.
Budgets. So if we're shipping something, we quoted a specific delivery month, they like to get it in that month so that it fits within their budget.
Tell me about your team and what you try to do to help them provide better customer service for everyone else.
So we have weekly meetings. We go over the scenarios that they face. Oftentimes it's good learning experience once one person has something.
I was gonna say, if you're doing that in a team,
Yeah.
I can learn, hey, I'm not gonna do that, or I'm gonna do something different.
So we discuss it amongst ourselves and we come up with solutions. And usually that's how we implement new procedures.
So if somebody, this is gonna be life advice by Nicah, okay? So you're a specialist at solving problems. If someone has a problem in their life, no matter what it is, what advice would you give them? That's a hard one. You didn't know I was going to ask you that one, did you?
Not at all.
What advice would you give them?
How would you handle it?
You're doing a little switch Brody, huh? Well, tell me what you think, though. Somebody comes to you and say, hey, I'm having this issue.
You know, I'm a listener, so I first listen to the
Okay.
issue, then I assess, then we tackle it and find a solution.
And then solve. If you listen to it, you assess it, and you start working on the problem, you should be able to figure it out. And then obviously I'm sure you have weekly meetings where you have your problem and the next week it doesn't get finished or doesn't get fixed, and it's like, wait a second. We gotta work on this again. We gotta have the round table again, right?
We do it all over again until it's done. You know, one of the things is I try to get customer service to get me involved whenever something gets not escalated to the point where it's uncontrollable, but just enough time for me to make an impact and change it.
Sure. Before somebody starts yelling on the phone, right?
Yeah. Get me involved if necessary, but the way customer service is set up here is it starts with them. They're contacted first, and then they'll try to figure it out. And if they can't figure it out, then they get me involved.
People that are watching this video are customers that I work with directly, you know, and we are your customer. You know, we work with you directly, and it's amazing to see how that affects, how our relationship affects the relationship we have with the customers, right? If we don't get good customer service with you guys, and it's like, oh, you know what, Nicah can't solve my problem, then we don't get that fabric in. We get less and less Windham Fabrics in until all of a sudden we have no Windham fabric, right? And it happens all the time, because that happens, you know, not just in the quilting industry, but in other industries as well. But you know, quilt stores start closing down, or they stop carrying a product. And in having the awesome customer service that you do, we have Anthology boutiques in our store. We have Windham Fabrics in our store. We say to our customers, like, hey, like, Windham's a good company. Like, we like their fabrics, we like the people, we like the behind the scenes. So thank you for doing that for us, so we can also do that for our customers. It makes a huge difference.
It's my pleasure. Customer big or small, they're all the same.
They're a customer.
We cherish each and every one of them, and we treat them the very same.
Yeah, I mean, Jesus said that in the Bible, right? He said it's important to be able to have those relationships, and we're super appreciative of you and of everyone at Windham for helping us with that, because it really makes a huge difference. We're here right now doing a warehouse sale that you just took it and went running with it. And the hospitality here at Windham has been amazing. They have signs on the walls that say, welcome, Sew Yeah. Was that you? The attention to detail is huge. It's seen by us, it's transmitted to our customers, because there's no comparison for a company that doesn't and that doesn't. So thank you very much. Thank you so much for joining us. And guys, like I said earlier in the video, we've just like stolen her entire team, and we've been interviewing everybody. So make sure you check out those videos, like and subscribe, give her some love in the comments, okay? And we will see you guys next time. Bye, everybody.
Bye.